Hey, welcome. Want to make a video with this mare. I've had her for a couple of weeks. Her name is Warda, which is an Arabic word for rose. And the gentleman who owns this horse, he rescued her out of a kill pen. She's 9 years old. Obviously, she's a Mustang. And hasn't, it's kind of hard to describe what's been done for her. We really don't know. But I guess you would say this is kind of her last chance. And you can see she's a really nice looking mare. She's built really nice. She probably weighs 1,200 pounds, about 15 one hands, stout. She's a good looking horse. So I think she's definitely worth trying to salvage her. The first thing I noticed when I brought her, or when we went to get her, was that she was really head shy. And I've had her now for a little over 2 weeks, so I've made some progress, and she'll still do this. You can still see that she's head shy. That's actually, compared to what it was, that's way better. And what I've been doing to work on that is the first thing I did, well, before I tell you what I did, let me say this is a very strong-willed horse. You guys who watch my videos, you know that I'm all about slow and easy and smooth and soft. She's not. Okay? She is a very strong-willed, very pushy, very stout, and she uses her bulk, or she has for her whole life, to push people around and get what she wants. And so she requires a lot more than what I would have to do with some other horse. So what I had to do with her in the beginning, and let me turn her this way so hopefully you can see it, is whenever I'd come up to her, she would pull her head clear around to her shoulder to get away from me. And she had obviously been doing it for a long time. And so what I would do is I just took my stick, and when she did it that way, I'd bump her right there on the jawbone and say, put your head back here. And the first few times I did it, it was quite strong. I mean, it took quite a bit of me bumping her pretty hard on that jawbone to get her to not try to evade me. And then both sides, okay? So that was like the first 4 or 5 days. And she started gradually getting better, and you can see now she'll let me touch her face. I couldn't touch her anywhere near her head in the beginning. She's getting better. The other thing I did was I started using some treats, and I don't mind doing that, especially with a Mustang. And I would make her step to me, take the treat, and then while she's chewing the treat, the deal was I got to rub her head. Okay? And that's probably helped more than anything to do that. Now she'll now kind of let me touch her ears, but not from the back. She'll let me go this way. And this is how you work on this, by the way. You don't fix a head shy horse in a day or two, especially one that's 9 years old and has been doing it for a long time. You come here and you just do this, and she's almost worse about her muzzle than she is her ears. Put your hand there. Oh, that's actually really good for her that she let me hold that hand there. She's not near to the place where you could walk up here and try to put a halter on her. You can see what she does if you try to hold your hand up there. So we're not, we're maybe 30% better through fixing this head shy thing. But it is good enough now that I can start working on other things. All right? She was real pushy with her shoulders. So I've got her now. So again, I've had her back up. See how she didn't really want to back up, and I've been working on this for a while. She was real pushy with her shoulders, and so I've got her now where she'll step over like that with her shoulders. It's not good. It's not good, but it's getting there. And let me see if I can step her the other way. And I've had to use this stick a lot on this mare because she was used to being pushy and she was used to saying no. Okay, backing her up has been, she's just like, I don't back up, I've never backed up, and you're not going to make me back up. And I was kind of, well, girl, there's a new sheriff in town. You're going to back up. And so I had to get pretty strong with her, get her to back up. Okay, and now she's actually doing it a little bit. Okay. And I apologize for the audio part. I've had a lot of microphone problems and still haven't solved them completely, so I'm just using a mic that's clipped onto the top of the camera here, so I can't talk to you from far away. But that's actually, I know it doesn't look very good, and it isn't, but it's way better than it was. Okay, right there, she should be backing up. She did, not really good, but she, okay. So a horse like this, you got to be pretty strong with them. Basically, when I say, okay girl, you're going to back up, I have to put whatever amount of pressure it takes to get some kind of something from her. It doesn't have to be good, but I have to get a try. If I let her say no, which has happened to her for years, that's how she ended up in the kill pen. Okay? I think she's a nice horse, and I think, I think we're going to get her to turn around. But it's going to take a lot of work with her to get her to work through these issues. She was afraid of everything. I've got her now where, now she's a little nervous from it. I've got her now where I can do some of this. I couldn't do any of this in the beginning. Okay, I couldn't throw a rope over her back or anything like that. So this is kind of coming around pretty nicely. When I tried to pick up her feet, she squealed at me and acted like she was going to strike me, which I responded pretty harshly to that. All right, I grabbed that halter rope and I went after her pretty hard as far as bumping her and backing her up and said, no, that's not going to work on me. I expect she had probably done that a lot to someone who just walked in here real nice and easy and said, I'm going to pick up your feet. So that's actually really good. What a good girl you are. Okay, I'll give her my last treat for that. That was pretty good. Okay. So she's going to be an interesting project, and I will give you some updates as we go along over the next few months and tell you how she's doing and what we can do with this 9-year-old Mustang mare.